Attorneys for Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie trade fire publicly over the abuse allegations. A lawyer for Brad Pitt has responded to the abuse allegations that were detailed at length this week in a legal document filed by ex-wife Angelina Jolie, saying that Pitt isn't about to cop to any false accusations. And on Friday, Jolie's attorney had added his own comments to the dispute. As Brad has owned everything that he is responsible for from day one, and unlike the other side, but he is not going to own anything that he didn't do, as Pitt attorney Anne Kiley had said Thursday in a statement to The Times. While Jolie's allegations had made big headlines this week, they aren't exactly new, as the ones in this week's filing nearly mirror those found in an FBI document that went public in August, with one notable addition. In the Tuesday filing, Jolie alleged that Pitt had choked one of his children in 2016 during the divorce-precipitating incident on a private flight from France to the US, as it also alleges drunk Pitt had struck another child in the face. As the FBI and the Los Angeles County's Department of Children and Family Services had both investigated Jolie's allegations shortly after that fight, around the time the Girl Interrupted actor had filed for divorce, as Pitt was never charged in connection with the incident either by the U.S. Attorney's Office or on the advice of the DCFS. As a Los Angeles law enforcement source had told The Times in 2016 that no punching or hitting had alleged, as Pitt had told GQ in 2017 that he had stopped drinking after boozing too much while he was married to Jolie. Since then, Kiley had said in Thursday's statement that Pitt has been on the receiving end of every type of personal attack and misrepresentation, as Brad will continue to respond in court as he has consistently done. A representative for Pitt had declined to comment further. However, Paul Murphy, a Jolie attorney, had took issue late Friday with the Pitt camp statement, and the carefully worded statement from Brad Pitt's divorce attorney, Ms. Kiley, clearly did not address any of the very serious accusations in our cross-complaint, as Mr. Pitt has been accused of harming his children and that he has not denied any of his specific abhorrent behavior, he had said. And instead, he's continuing in his attempts to misinform and deflect, just like he has done for the last 6 years. Eve Sheedy, a former executive director of the LA County Domestic Violence Council and former director of domestic violence policy at the LA City Attorney's Office, had noted that Friday is a situation similar to that of Pitt and Jolie, as it wasn't unusual for an abusive partner to seek to exercise power and control through means other than physical force, including controlling finances and decision-making. As it takes courage for any survivor, especially those like Miss Jolie, who is subject to intensive public scrutiny, as to come forward to reveal acts of abuse that were both terrifying and dangerous, as Sheedy had said in a statement. As in cases where specific conduct is at issue, general non-specific denials of responsibility and efforts to lay blame on others reflect another tactic that can be used to further manipulate survivors. As Jolie included in the detailed abuse allegations in a counterclaim to a breach of the contract lawsuit Pitt had filed against her in February, attempting to unwind the sale of a half-off Chateau Miraval on its winery in Tenuto del Mondo, a subsidiary of Stoli Group, as Pitt had said in the lawsuit that the couple had an understanding that neither would sell their share without the other's approval. As Jolie's cross-claim states that no such agreement, written, oral, or implied, ever existed. As the filing notes that in 2008 purchase of the Chateau Miraval was meticulously documented by counsel from at least 3 countries, due to the complicated ownership before Pitt and Jolie had taken over. As then it quotes that Pitt's business manager as writing, "Early in the process, I had raised the issue of a buy and sell agreement between A and B, but was told by Brad it wasn't necessary for the 2 reasonable people to have such an agreement, as the Maleficent actor had said in the filing that the negotiations between her and Pitt over selling him or her share of the property had broken down right before everything was complete, and when he demanded she sign a non-disclosure agreement as a part of the deal. That NDA supposedly would have prevented her from discussing any detail of what had happened on the 2016 flight moving forward.